Everybody hates Eric. Or should it be Patno?
That's okay. You know what? I'm going to cut. It's going to be at the beginning of the show. And they're going to hear me saying it's at the beginning of the show. And we're live.
Yo.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
We doing intros?
I was just going to say. Today we have Terry Bluez.
Yo, it's good. It's your boy Terry Bluez. I had a lot of AKAs before I just drew a blank, so we'll leave those alone.
Hey, he's one of Waco's hardest working men, comics. He's just out here grinding.
I've been referred to as the Waco Nick Cannon. I still got a couple jobs, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, he also said something anti-Semitic to me. So, right on point.
I do that on accident sometimes, so don't mind me.
Yes. All right. And also today, we have the very funny, the amazing host.
Oh, man.
Sharif Bishop.
Oh, thank you very much. What's up, y'all?
Yes.
I like it, the sound is going back in my ear, so it's making me feel like an R&B singer. What's up, y'all?
Oh, I was going to turn the rain on in a little bit so you can really...
I was going to say, this shit kind of sound like smooth midnight jam radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lockdown love dedication.
I spent so much time perfecting this voice for this moment. You're now rocking with the Smooth Midnight Hour with DJ Patno.
How you doing, Patno? This Carisha. I want to give a lockdown love dedication to my homeboy, Chef. I love you, boo.
And just because it stinks a little when the panties come down doesn't mean you got to put them back on. Just don't tell nobody.
Patno, I don't stink, see? Can't give a white boy nothing.
I was just not familiar with the smell of cocoa butter. The more
Patno.
you know. No.
What up, bro?
No, hey, yeah, how's it going, guys?
Hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hot in Texas, bro.
as a motherfucker.
Damn.
Yo, I was I got my son with me this week. He in the living room playing video games. I was out of this football game yesterday, man. I was like, nigga, I don't know how y'all is doing this shit in these pads. Like, I feel like the heat we had when kids was different. Like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas, how's y'all not passing out in heat stroke? I was standing on the sideline damn near about to die, nigga.
Bro, I was
I'm out here
into it.
sweating buckets.
Different kind of heat these days.
Yeah.
My son had a game yesterday, too. I was out there. You said 10?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, how old is your boy, Eric?
My oldest is 6.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shoot, I had a revelation yesterday. Same thing. I
Yeah.
was at the football game. I used to think something was wrong with my 12-year-old, bro. I really did. He's just a little, he stank. Like, no matter what he do, bro. And I used to be ashamed. Like, like, if we go somewhere new, I would hold him close to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll
Get your little funky ass over here.
But yesterday, I was around 20 other
Oh, yeah.
12-year-olds. All them little niggas stank.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, they don't wash their ass good.
At
Yo,
all.
I tell my son, yo, make sure you get in the shower, watch TV, all this shit. I go pop out 5 minutes later. Oh, I'm ready. I was like, nigga, you ain't no way you wash your ass that good that fast.
Mind you, his son in the other room. His whole bit of heat in there. Mad at the motherfucker right
Oh,
now.
he's got, I gave him headphones for the game, so he's good.
He's like, man, my kids know I talk shit about them all the time in every format.
He gonna
Yeah,
peek around the corner like a stalker. Like,
Yeah, I saw I had him with him. I was like, oh, hey, I have PS4. You're all set. So,
you know, he's gone for hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
he's
them
good.
single dad weekends.
good, man, good. So, Sharif,
What's up, bro?
you have been here a while. You've been out and about. You've been to, I want to say, Chicago, was it? Or Detroit? Or both?
Yeah, both of them. I've been in a lot of places. You know what I mean? As far as like just going specifically for comedy gigs, you gotta remember, man, how long I've been doing it. You know what I mean? Like my very first time going away somewhere, I went to Virginia. I went to Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to my guy, Hap, who made that happen. That was when I first started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I lied to get that gig. I ain't even gonna lie. He said, man, you're pretty good. How long you been doing comedy? Shit, about 4 years.
Hey, man, for my whole first year of comedy, I was telling niggas I was on for 2 years. At least. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, about 4 years.
Yeah.
Went out there, did my thing, man. But here in actual Texas, I've been here going on 4 years now.
4 years.
But I had to take a break. I didn't want
Yeah.
to do it when I got here.
Mm.
It's great. It's wild.
Yeah, I think breaks are okay. I've taken a couple, and
I don't.
You know.
I would. I mean,
I would love to be working stand up every week, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like when certain stuff was going on, I'd be like, let me step back for a minute.
That's that life shit, man.
Yeah.
Like right now, like I was telling you earlier, man, I ain't been on the stage since February or March.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this fucking pandemic causing this break. I don't know. When you take a break, do you feel like a nervousness to get back? Like not in like I'm anxious to get back. Like I'm kind of scared to get back on stage. I don't really write jokes, so I'm riffing a lot of times, and then I'm like in a mood where I didn't feel funny. Like I feel fucked up about life, so I really kind of pissed off, and I don't really feel like
that'll do it.
Telling jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really, truly would. I had no intention of taking a break. I quit. Done. I could tell you what happened for me.
Yeah.
My homeboy came. I went to go see a show. My homeboy came, pulled me up on stage. I mean, in between that time, though, before then, it was 3 years before I had seen him. So my life was fucking miserable, and I couldn't figure out why. I mean, on the surface, I got a beautiful wife. I have children. I have a home. Everything is good. I got a great job. I should be happy, right? I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I was miserable. The night that I performed, I got that feeling again, like, oh my God, this is what it was. So literally, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I would do it again, but I would have some sense about myself. I'm a very anxious dude. So if I get the idea, I'm gonna run with it. The next day, I quit my job. Fuck that, I'm doing it. Fuck that, I'm doing it, because, like, I don't know about nobody else, man. Like, that's why I don't like to just consider myself just a stand-up comedian. Because I like to entertain people.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers don't understand that I'm really using that entertainment as a source of healing for myself. I'm an attention whore, so I want all eyes on me at all times. You know what I'm saying? So if I could look at these people that are genuinely enjoying what they're, I don't want to get nobody no negative bullshit. So if they looking at me and they smiling and they happy, now I feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? So I did everything that was a price to pay with that too. So I had to find a balance. I'm still trying to find a balance.
That's what I've been telling people lately. Like, people pigeonhole themselves into, they have this one identity of entertainment. Like, I'm just a rapper, or I'm just a comic, or I'm just an actor. Like, dude, you could do anything. You could do anything. And like the thing that I've come to learn over the past year is, if you have something that you're passionate about, or a good idea, or something that you just want to do, just fucking do it.
That's it.
Like, don't even think about it, just fucking do it.
It's funny you say that, man. Like like about that multitasking and not pigeonholing yourself. I had been rapping since a kid, but like it got to a point in time where, like, as an adult, I'm like, man, everybody being a rapper, I don't. You tell somebody you're a rapper, you're like, all right, yeah, nigga, I ain't listening to your mixtape.
Yeah,
but
I've ran into that a lot myself.
But I realized, like, how you said that the comedy was like entertaining people was the therapy for you.
Right.
Like, I had to realize this about myself, because like I was rapping for a long time, and then when I quit that, I was like, felt lost.
Yeah.
Long story short, I went to my first film festival, and I had been shooting music, like I had been shooting music videos with my partner, helping him shoot all those other things. So I had learned a lot about it. And at the time I was in school for like radio, television, film. So I went to this film festival. I was like, oh shit, I could be doing this. So I went into filmmaking. And then I wanted to make comedy films. So I read a book on comedy. And it was like, yo, if you think you're funny, just try to get on stage. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get on stage. First time got on stage, I got that feeling like, oh shit. But it was later, it was like, where I realized, like, yo, my thing wasn't rap, it wasn't making movies, it wasn't even comedy necessarily. It's just like my style of storytelling.
Right.
I just like to tell stories.
Creative.
And people, like, a story that is not only entertaining but also means something. And I get to do that in all those mediums. So it's like, now it's just like, oh shit, I'm just combining that shit. I consider myself more of a storyteller, entertainer than comic or rap or filmmaker or anything like that.
I just like to create, man.
Everything.
Like, I want to do comedic stuff. I want to do dramatic stuff. I want to do everything.
I want to do all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never, you know how people be like, oh, I never intended to be a comic. I didn't want to be, and it just found me. No, I was.
That's the most fucking.
You know what I mean? I hate that shit. I mean, I just hate that shit. But me,
yeah.
I want that shit. I wanted it all. I was that little kid in front of the TV.
Yep.
I'm imitating who's ever on TV. I want this shit. I
definitely.
So that shit is like I couldn't see myself doing anything other than.
Yo, it's funny, man. Like I feel like you one of those. You was just naturally funny. Like if you go to my family and they like after I started doing comedy for a while and they actually see me, it's like, he actually pretty good. They ever told you this nigga ain't funny? Yeah. Like I'm not the funny. Like my cousins, my uncles, and our family reunions, they the ones doing all the storytelling, getting all the laughs. Anything I say fall flat. Like so, it wasn't. I had to work on that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't growing up. It's like, oh man, I love Dave Chappelle. Like that was always. Yeah, Chappelle show. I always watched him, but I think he was probably the only comic that I really like watch on that essence. And it kind of like after I got into comedy, people will say like you got a Chappelle tone.
Yeah.
Cadence.
I mean,
that was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah. I think we talked about that. Yeah. I did see. I mean, like you put me in the mind of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. But it wasn't one of them. Oh, this nigga think he is, man. That nigga acting like it was naturally.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a difference between that and when I've seen people literally bite somebody's style or something. It's way different.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of comics in the beginning, I mean, because when I got on stage, bro, like when the very first time I got on stage, I was emulating what I thought a comedian should be. Mm-hmm. And all I used to watch was the Eddie Murphys and Arsenio Hall.
You know, this is exactly what my deal is, right? Same thing. So that's why people are like, what was up with Patno with the voice? I'm like, bro, you have to understand. You have to understand. I was rapping since I was 15. So this is the only way I've been projecting myself. So I get on stage. So I can have the stage presence and get into it and fuck with people and stuff, you know, but I have that certain style. But now, like LaDon saw it recently. He talked to me outside. I was like, yeah, like I've gotten more relaxed now. Like I'm just like chilling. I'm in the moment now.
Man,
it's a lot easier.
It took me like 6 years of performing to like find me. You know what I'm saying? And really be able to just be me on stage. And that's when I got the most comfortable.
It's funny, by the time I was in Killeen and first met y'all, I had got out of that mindset because I think for me it was the same thing. When I first started, I wouldn't say I was emulating him, but it was him that I watched so much.
Right.
That's what I was doing.
It happens. You just, most of us, especially if you perform, bro.
Yeah.
If you have that sixth sense, I want to get on stage in front of people.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but so. You got that inspiration from somebody, from somewhere, and it's locked in there. So the first opportunity that you get is gonna project, it's gonna come out. You're just doing what your perception of what that particular thing is.
You're trying to embody it like that.
I watched a bunch of comics do it. I watched a bunch of comics do it, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
Around a time where it's like. I will use the Chris Rock. Not Chris Rock, but Chris Tucker. Around the time when he was the hottest comedian going, when it was his time. When he slowed down, think about everybody else that came behind him, and that.
Yeah. That high pace or like.
That was definitely a thing that happened. You're absolutely right. I remember seeing that.
So it's like
birthed him.
I could look back. I could look at it now and be like. Thank God I found me.
Yeah.
When I watch comedy, especially locally, I still see, you know what I mean? I see it and I know what's going on. So it just come off as like, you know, oh, Philly think he's shit or he's arrogant. But like, no, I really know this shit.
Yeah.
This is my passion, bro. I love this shit.
But that same thing, man, it took I used to be very much like before the first time I got on stage, I had practiced that same 3 minutes for like 6 months before I even got on stage.
Over and over.
So when I got on stage, I did it, and it was like it was second nature. But it like the first probably like year and a half, I was very much practice, perform.
Right.
It took me getting with Ville. He was like, "Bro, you good, but you seem stiff. I could tell you like." You not being yourself.
You ain't how you are.
Yeah, because But once he told me that, I linked up with him and started. And I loosened up. Punchlines, but it got me riffing more, make me more natural. So it took me a while to like find that voice that was mine, to where it's like, oh, I could do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got the material in my back pocket, but let's do that.
How y'all feel about that, man? Like riffing comedians. How y'all feel about that?
I like riffing. I've gotten good at it.
Yeah,
I used to not be good at it. I've gotten better at it.
It's so. I mean, for me, I can't write. I cannot write. I won't write. It's in my head.
I have more fun when I'm just like, hey, subjects. Like, I'll either get like 5 subjects from the crowd before I go up, or I'll be up there just fucking around like halfway through. So like, hey, so how about this? Like, and
that's why I like
it's fun that way.
I got good at that from hosting though. Hosting makes you really good at that, because I get to.
That's doing this.
This
is what's helped me, because I've been doing this so much.
Yeah, because you gotta keep that energy up, so you follow you. You're not writing, but I did my first hosting good. I tried to do written material. That shit was not working.
Does not work.
Yeah. You got to go off what's going on right then and there. Yeah.
Certain, you can ease your shit in.
Yeah. You can slide one in. Yeah.
You just have to have a solid setup and a punchline. Everything outside of that, it can be bigger, it can be smaller, it can be crazier, it can be simple. Like you can just mold it as you go, depending on the situation.
I'll just be doing that shit. I think it has been used to. I mean, I think I've done it so long that shit is an advantage.
Yeah.
Like people know. Definitely. People know. Like, oh, he not gonna give you but he gonna make you laugh in some type of way. This motherfucker's a fool.
I don't remember what show that was. I know we was in Killeen, but it was at Twice as Funny, and it was a drunk white chick with short hair, kind of thick though. And she was just talking through everybody's set. And I remember when you got up there, you was on her ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Was it the redhead? Was it that one?
Nah, she was blonde. It was like she had short blonde hair.
Short blonde hair. The only blonde I can think of is Bailey that does.
I'm trying to think. She probably had a black dress.
Well, I just remember the one chick that was talking. I just remember the one that was talking really loud. She was redhead, and then they had her get on stage. She's like, "I don't know why I'm up here. I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember
she drove up there in like your dad's Escalade or something. Like
I remember her, the drunk chick.
Yeah, she was drunk.
She was.
Drunk.
I don't quite remember the blonde.
Ah man, I'm trying to picture that, but I remember that shit because we was over there like, man, would this bitch shut the fuck up? But you got on stage, you was on her ass. I was like, yo, it was killing that bitch.
The worst one like that I saw where somebody was like, heckling or just talking over the comedians was it was at Twice as Funny, and it was Jerome. Jerome got on this bitch's ass, bro. She like, oh man, talking about her being bald headed or shit. Her man got up like he was going to get a gun out of the car. Like I remember that whole situation.
Oh shit.
Sweet.
That's what Rome do though, man.
Yeah, it was sweet. What's her face people that used to go up there and just twerk. It was her people.
Oh, with the kneecaps. Sweet indeed. I mean, she's a good person to me. She was just trying. I got stories about all of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna turn that into.
No. That's not what I do. I don't just get on here and bash people. Right. But yeah, it's like I said, like. Everybody's got to find their voice. Everybody's got to find their vibe. And it took, some people say it takes them way longer. It took me the time it took me, Right. So, but I look back at the old videos of myself and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why? Because the other thing too, though, I was drinking a lot before I got on.
I was about to say.
And I was using weed a lot.
That's what I was just about to go into.
Because when I hang out with I have my big, you met my big fucking gargantuan friend Mike, right? When me and him hang out, he's from Tampa, Florida. I was like, oh yeah, man, we just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get fucked up. So I thought I dig into my old self, not my post-military kind of professional speaking. Like I get dug into that, and like I started carrying that into doing comedy. I'm like, I understand now why some people thought I was being disingenuous or not sincere, But I've always been the same guy.
I think that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
I think that's what I love people like that because me myself, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All of those things are a part of me. All of those things are who I am. Certain situations, certain things,
layers
bring that version of me
out.
Layers,
Absolutely.
It's like I'm not gonna sugarcoat that either. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take every aspect of who I am, what I am, I'm gonna take it to the stage.
And that's what we were talking about before you got here. It was like, me, little old white me, like I fucking some of the OGs out here musically and stuff. I've been in the studio with all these guys now. It's like, you know what, Pat? I fuck with you, man. Come do a song with me. So I'll be down whichever part of the hood you want to talk about, and I'll be up in the studio with them and stuff.
Different
aspects. Drop some fire, you know. People have layers. People have layers.
Because I damn sure knock on your door Monday morning. Hey, how you doing? I'm Sharif. Oh, did you call about your air conditioning system? I'm here to check that out for you. Thank you. Scorcher we got today. Just another day in Texas. Ma'am, do you have any dogs in the backyard?
Good Lord, you could fry an egg on my forehead right now, ma'am. It's hot as hell out here.
Yo, but you need that though. I think the people who are most successful in life have that ability.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you just the hood side, then that's the max you can go.
Oh yeah, that's it.
If you just the uppity side,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's disingenuous when you come to the other side, so they not gonna fuck with you.
That's it.
But if you got that ability to maneuver in the movie, the Obama movie, where they talk about him as a kid, I think he struggles with that, and he eventually finds this old couple, and they're like, "Yo," he feels like he doesn't fit in either place, and they're like, "No, you have the ability to fit in both."
Right.
And that was like something that I felt like. Growing up in, you know what I'm saying, hood side, and I'm at school with all white people.
Yeah.
So these niggas, this nerd ass nigga. And
right.
Man,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I get it, bro, because
it was the same kind of thing. But like, I eventually,
that's crazy,
like, oh shit, I could maneuver in both. So like, I mean.
I definitely sympathize with that 100%.
Yeah.
I learned that shit too, because I started going to group homes when I was like 12, 13, getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Ended up in group homes, but I could play ball. So they used to put me in these. When you were younger getting locked up, we would get sent to group homes. You could still go to school. You can play for the sport or whatever at that school. And it used to be all white people. And I was the guy from the neighborhood. You know, it's the project kid. You know what I mean? So I had to learn what they were doing. Man, white kids were doing way more shit.
Bruh, I say that shit all the time.
Motherfucker pulled out a bag of heroin one day.
Nigga, hey man, white kids in high school be doing coke and all that. They shooting acid, all kind of shit.
Motherfucker pull out some heroin, nigga? Is that girl?
Straight dog food.
This nigga pulled out some shit and was like, man, I gotta get right out of fucking testing an hour. The fuck? My mind was blown.
Bro, them private school kids be them is way worse than being in the hood in any type of way, man.
Man, it was. But white girls will give you head when you're 14 and they're 15 to 14. She'll give you head.
Oh, that was my first blowjob experience.
You're not gonna fuck her.
No.
You will not get it.
No, but
Have you told them I was with you? You're a fucking liar. Damn, just sucked me out like 20 minutes ago. But that doesn't count. No, my bad. Told y'all about those rants. Sorry.
So, Terry, what was it like coming up in Waco? I know it's kind of had some phases, and they've been trying to. The fuck is that? The fucking home builder people.
Oh fucking.
Your war with them. That was pretty entertaining.
I went to war with them, and the shit got me banned from Facebook. Apparently.
Yeah, you can't.
I can get multiple. They keep kicking me off of that motherfucker.
They got that HGTV money.
Yeah.
They got the my wife is a basket weaver, and I raise tadpoles. And salamanders money.
My house budget is $500,000.
Yeah, $500K.
Yeah, man. Well, the funny thing is, like, here's the thing. I seen a post. Somebody had posted the other day about like, yo, do you feel like it's a disconnect between old Waco and new Waco and yada yada yada? A lot of people were chiming in on their opinions, like, we're not fucking with this new Waco because they don't give a fuck about the old shit, which is not untrue. I think it's like when I was growing up, it wasn't shit. We running around the city just fucking around. Like, I ride my bike from my house all the way to fucking Cross City and playing basketball, fighting, all kind of random shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just normal. Like a lot of the kids I grew up with, lifers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. School wise, kind of. I was on the more white side of that, but Man, it was just normal shit. I think now we are seeing like the growth because of Magnolia or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of opportunity though. Like I grew up, like I was born and raised here. And when I turned 18, I was like, nigga, I'm gone and I ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no opportunity. I'm either gonna go to, I was like, I went to school for a year and then flunked out, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the Army. Mm-hmm. But my whole point was like, yo, I'm not coming back because there's nothing here but a fucking factory job or sell dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister, my cousin, like, my sister just got out a couple years ago. Dope sentence, all that shit. So it's like, I'm either gonna stay here and do that or I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Mm-hmm. But as I was gone, traveling with the Army, going to school, being in all these different places, and after Nip died, I was like, yo, man, if I want to change the world, for one, that should start in my backyard. So let me try to go back and do some shit that I wish I had growing up. That was one part. And then two, I was like, yo, these Magnolia motherfuckers has got a lot of shit popping, and this shit gonna be worth a lot more. So let me slide in here and see where I could get in, where I fit in. And motherfuckers either hate it or love it. You got to find where you could get in to fit in, because if the game's fucked up, you got to learn the rules to play it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
adapt.
So within that being said, I've definitely, prospered off some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a show downtown. Like, a lot of the shows we were doing, y'all been in our shows.
Yes.
Your shit's as white as mother.
Yes. I was waiting for you to finish.
They definitely
so
were.
I could get into that.
They definitely were.
Yo,
Bro,
you seen our shows. They white as fuck.
I will say though.
But I'm feeling asses in seats though.
Hey,
that upper deck fucking show though, that was dope. I
yeah,
like the theater.
Yeah.
The theater's great.
Listen.
The hippo or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah.
I gotta get this off.
Get it off, bro.
Mind you, this is my first time going to Waco. I don't know anything about Waco. Diesel hit me up. Yo, Terry and them, man. Whoa. All right, bet. Let's go. I'm lost. Don't know where I'm at. It's a dude in the truck on the corner. I said, hey, man, we looking for this address. He said, yeah, they're up there. It mean to find the paper.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I said, oh, shit. Get in there, man. They had the biggest white man I ever seen in my life, bro. They thought I was playing. I was afraid of this white man, bro.
You already see the pictures? This nigga's not lying.
This dude was this big, man. Mm-hmm. And I knew where I was at because when you're around all white people, you don't even have to say anything. You can just do the African smile, and they're going to fucking cry.
You know what's fucking hilarious?
I'm telling you, bro.
Before you came today, that scene from Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
I swear to God, on everything I love, I was gonna bring that up and bring up your style of when you host, and you just fucking did it, and that's fucking beautiful that just happened.
You, man.
I just had my own little personal victory over here because I thought of the same thing.
I'm telling you, man, they go wild, but this white dude was big, and I was like, damn, Terry and them really took a fucking farm. And brought some attention to this motherfucker, man. This is dope. It was dope as fuck.
And they be packed. They be, we get people out, but it's white as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The entire Keep Waco Loud movement, all that stuff,
that
you
shit
guys.
is beautiful.
Dude, before I decided to buy my house here,
right,
and fucking sweet 5-bedroom house just waiting for me. Anyway, before I decided to get my house here, I was talking about moving. I told Terry and Michael and all of them I was going to move up to Waco so I could start dipping over into Dallas and stuff. But since then, I came to some realizations that, if I want to go on the road at any point or pursue any other opportunities,
you're going to need that support.
I'm going to need something set up here. So then my mom just moves in, the kids are there, done.
That's love.
So, yeah. And eventually if I go make some real money, it's her house. Let's give it to her. Like, bam, you got a big ass house, Mom.
Right.
Well, you're welcome. Okay. So, no, I realized that, with the way everybody's been grinding and getting the word out and doing the work, we're growing something right here. Man. And I'm talking about we're growing something so special that Terry drove all the way down here from Waco just to do the show.
I told y'all I fucks with y'all. Because from the first time we
that's a big victory for me, I'll tell you. To get you
from
down
twice.
here.
From twice is funny. I was like, yo, man.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas got something. And then I started seeing like you and Diesel doing more shows. Mm-hmm. You were Connor he got an open mic and shit. I was like, oh, they pumping down there.
Man, shit.
They pumping down there. It ain't shit. Like it ain't like driving the hour and a half to fucking Dallas or. If it's shit like this, 45 minutes an hour, I'm like, man,
that's not a bad drive.
During the week. Yeah. That ain't bad.
So I was just like, when I get the other house, like I said, I'm gonna set up. I have one room that I'm gonna just for the studio. And have everything set up nice. I already told him too. I'm gonna bring the popcorn trick back in October.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna have like a projector and shit. So I'm gonna be doing both shows, and that other show is gonna be real cinematic. So when a guest comes, you're sitting there, you got like, projecting shit. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. It's like people are gonna be
just keep pushing, man. That's what the only thing I can say, man. It's like I know a lot of people have different perceptions of what success is. To me, it's just like, bro, look at us, man. Just look at us, man. Well, I look at myself and I look at, where I come from, my background.
Same.
My friends, my family, my peoples that I still know that's in the elements, man, that's out there, that's still doing it. And I get to, even during COVID, like I'm so blessed, I'm so grateful because I still get called for shows. I'm still somehow able to pay my bills off of doing everything that I love to do. So for me, it's like, I was just looking at my body at work this morning, looking at a whole bunch of different stuff, old videos, and like, damn, I can say I did this. I feel good. It's just about, that's why you gotta have that love for it, bro.
Yeah.
Because man, to continue to push, to keep on pushing, that should take a lot, especially when life hits. But watch, man. One day you'll look up. I think everybody who's made it, like what, the typical, I made it. I got money, nice house, nice cars, all that. I made it. Boom. I think everybody who's went through the process will say the same thing or agree to it, man. Like, shit, I did this shit for 20 years before the world knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people be thinking people just pop up out of nowhere. I mean, it is easier now, but in general, bro, for like you to get to a certain status, that shit, man, doing that shit for 10, 15 years.
Yeah. A lot of them, because I was and I don't remember who the interview was with, but it was an interview I was listening to of some comedian shit. And he was talking about like, it's two types of comedians out there. It's the guys that go to LA and New York and try to grind 10 years to get a TV spot, you know what I'm saying? Or the guys that fucking hit the road and make $60,000 a year that you ain't never heard of, but they've been doing it for 10 years and they eating. You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of them, man.
I was like, fuck that. I'd rather be that. Like, my thing is like how you said, like, you just loving what you do. Like, I'm still at the point where I got to have a day job. And I was like, man, before COVID hit, I was like, oh shit, I'm on the road. I've been doing it for about 3-4 years now.
Right.
I'm getting my legs under me. I got some team behind me. I'm getting out there more. It's like, oh, I'm getting money now? Oh shit. And then boom.
Yeah.
Drought. Like nothing. And I'm like, fuck. Now it's kind of like I got to restart and all that shit.
Well, good thing is you're not the only one, buddy.
Well, I was going to say, like, to go along with, the different levels of what people view as success and whatnot.
Yeah.
Primetime TV and shit's not a thing anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, that's gone. That's out the window.
That's gone. Radio's just about dead, aside from XM, whatever.
No, I will strongly disagree with that, and we can go into that in a minute, but I strongly disagree with that. Check the numbers on radio, bro.
Okay.
Like you mean satellite?
By what I mean by that, what I mean by that. What I mean by that is a lot of the interview type stuff like that has moved to podcasts.
Oh yeah,
but you still have your institutions, of course, like the Breakfast Club or whatever else.
Right.
That's there. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, various ones. Especially like there's like a lot of cities, like big cities like Detroit and Chicago. I'm sure they have their radio show that everybody still listens to.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's a niche.
Yeah.
There's a place for that, and I think there's a place for this as well. And I feel like a lot of just the way culture and stuff, like the instant gratification thing, but not in a bad way. Everybody can make the material fit to their schedule instead of having to catch that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
definitely.
So the way that we make content and the way that we distribute it and stuff like that,
big difference.
You don't have to go through one of the big dogs.
Oh yeah, that's
to get to your money, because what you do is, You build something yourself independently, and then you cop the deal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's the other way now.
Yeah.
You're already out there.
Yeah, because a lot of those big corporations, they're buying your fan base, really. Like, you got to come with the fan base. That's why it's like that debate about, like, you know, stand-up and online comedians and,
Bro,
you know, you could be
is-
funny on stage, but if you ain't got no following online, they ain't going to fuck
Well,
with you.
there's the
type shit.
opposite too. A lot of the people that are online comedians, you put them on stage, they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a show.
That's
Like, they
true.
don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, shit. That's that's true. Everybody know that, but there's someone that's out there that's like really working. A lot of them, you know. I mean, I think you gotta have both now, man. Me, just personally, because I was always one that was strong against all the.
Yeah.
I don't gotta have all that shit. I'm old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I felt like I don't have to. I used to say it. One day the internet gonna shut down. Then what we gonna do? But the world shut down.
Yeah,
And then it was like, oh shit. I really didn't know it was gonna go like that. I can't book a gig. What the fuck I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta have both, man.
Yeah.
You really have to have both. But I think that the great thing about it is that everything is so accessible. You can find your own lane and build your own base so much faster. I'm not trying to please anybody out that motherfucker except the people who enjoy what I'm talking about and enjoy me. Those who the people I'm gonna cater to them. I'll cater to them and I'll stay true to myself as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Anything and everything else don't fucking matter.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite comedians, podcasters, all that, Andrew Schultz. With The Flagrant. Like, that was his whole thing. It's like, yo, this PC comedy, we're gonna do the shit we want to do. You don't fuck with it, that's cool.
Yeah.
But who fuck with us is gonna be the ones who fuck with us.
That's how I feel.
And that's how you get a hardcore base. Like, people gonna fuck with you. Like, as long as you're genuine, they could tell. And this is what I fuck with,
bro. It's a lane for everybody.
Man, you could be.
I guarantee you can type in the fucking search box right now. Freaks who love to light their nipples. And there's a bunch of people gonna come up. So if you don't like to light your nipples, don't fucking light your nipples. Don't look at it. Go somewhere else. But it's a lane for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely a lane. I'm gonna stick to my
And if and that's the thing that a lot of people miss nowadays is if you don't like it, move on. But instead, people hang around. And they analyze, and then they want to say ugly things and just put out bad energy and stuff. I've tried to change even my online etiquette over the past like 6 months or so. Like, if I see something I don't like or I think's trash, I don't say nothing. You used to be like, man, fuck that shit. Like, no, that's garbage. Get that out of here. Now I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Somebody likes it. But really, everybody else will be just crushing it in the comments. Like, I don't need to contribute to that. Bro. I'm all about like trying to be positive. Have positive energy around me, positive people, and just
I learned
elevate.
That shit.
Elevate.
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I learned that shit in jail, man.
Yeah.
When it was a time where I was locked up for 3 attempted murders at the time. I really was about to take the deal, which really wasn't a deal. It was like they offered me 8 to 20 years, and I was gonna take that shit. And I got a visit from my mom. My mom never ever came to jail to see me, bro. Never. She comes visit me. Long story short, I don't take the deal. I end up beating the case. From that moment on, I said, you know what, man? I just watched 10, 15 dudes get 40 years. He 19. He 20. He 21. These motherfuckers just got 40, 50 years. I am going to be happy. I don't give a fuck what's going on, bro. I'm going to smile through it. If you like to sit there and twiddle your motherfucking toes across sit in the block, I don't have to respond to it. I don't even gotta say nothing to it. I could think something of it in my head, and if it's funny to me, I might say, "What the fuck wrong with this nigga? He got chalk on all of his." But I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, bro. And I'm not gonna look at you any different. You could walk past me down the street butt ass naked, nigga, and I'm like, oh, guess he hot. Nigga's hot in Texas. He comfortable. Shit, that's on him. But I think just imagine a world without any judgment. At all. If I didn't judge you, you didn't judge me. With no judgment whatsoever. Motherfuckers would just be free, man.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be so much digression, you know?
And like basically, You don't have to tear somebody down or shit on them if you don't like what they're doing.
Just don't fucking.
Because you know what's gonna happen? People are gonna tune out anyway.
Yeah, true.
They're just gonna go down on their own.
Because you making a complaint about it causes more attention. Like if your child,
you're right.
If your child came home and made straight A's and you was just like, all right, that's good, but every time he acted out, you gave him attention. That's what he's gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no like. Us complaining about it is fucking
that's my Facebook
precisely that.
Yeah, like why the fuck are we still talking about the Kardashians? Oh, they commented. Put more.
Boom,
Put more.
because
Like,
that shit builds in the algorithm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you ignore it, you absolutely right. My thing is like, as long as you not hurting anybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Then
that's my
bro.
biggest thing. If you're not harming anybody,
yeah, exactly.
Do
I
what
had
you
to
want.
learn that on stage too, man. I was on stage one time, bro, and I felt bad afterwards, bro. I mean, the girl was ugly. You know what I mean? She was ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I made her feel by going in on her,
Yeah.
like, I mean, it was harsh shit. And I wasn't saying it and laughing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It
Yo, you was like maliciously
I
like,
was maliciously saying, look at your face.
you
I
ugly
know
bitch.
you saw it in
You
the
ain't
morning.
gonna never be
Right?
shit in
I
life.
know you.
I can
And
say that's
really-
one thing I've never done on stage.
And I really, that's why I don't drink on stage. I was drunk as fuck that night. And that's what happened. I don't drink before I get on stage. I don't get high before I get on stage.
Those were crutches for me in the beginning, like I said
I can't
earlier.
do it.
Yeah,
I really
definitely.
can't do it.
I was talking to Connor about that. Whenever Connor was over here yesterday, I was like, he's like, yeah, I need to do this and that. I'm like, no, you don't. Like,
For
you
real.
need to. You're doing good. You got your first apartment for yourself. You're
Right.
fucking on the right track, dude. Keep all that extra
If you
shit away from
have to, especially when it comes to performing, if you need a substance to perform, that is not you.
you. Yep.
That is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
If you got to get fucked up before you get on stage, you need to alter who you naturally are. I like to be naturally who I am on stage, because you'll miss an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what happens if we somewhere, we just anywhere, and we don't know who this person is, but he got the ability to change your life. He could write a check right now. You'll be on every fucking screen, and he said, do something for him. And you're like, hold up, man, wait for the weed man again. You know what I mean? My man gonna come around here.
Hey, smoke this morning.
Then I can
man.
perform.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah. And nobody wants to take anybody on the road that has to be fucked up all the time.
Nope.
Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants that responsibility or that liability.
I was about to say you become a liability at a certain point. Yeah.
Shout out to my man Nuff Said, first person to take me on my first tour on the road with him. My man Nuff Said out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
So I had asked Terry a little bit ago about the Waco experience, as it's evolved and changed. And I know that you've talked to me some about it, and to pretty much everybody a little bit about, being from Cleveland, going back.
Cleveland.
What am I doing? Philadelphia. You know who's from Cleveland? My good friend Chris Crown, who I was talking to earlier. He's from Cleveland. And yeah, I'll put this whiskey down for a little bit.
I was about to say, we're gonna blame it on somebody named Crown.
Now he's South Philly Riff. I've known this man for a year, and I've done a lot of work with him, so I know that not to be
He's
true.
like Overton Brown.
My apologies to the good people of Philadelphia.
Shit.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Whatever, rock. Go, Adrian. Yeah, yo, Adrian. One of those. But yeah, the experience of leaving Philadelphia, going back, growing up there, and doing comedy. Do you have anything that you would like to share on that, just for the people listening that might be able to get a little something from it, or to get to know you a little better?
Shit. Just do it. Whatever it may be. You want to motherfucking go somewhere and sell. It's just okay. Like I'm gonna use it because it's the examples I have. It's my life. Living in Killeen, right? I hear this is a place where 3, 4, 5 people, 6, maybe 20 people get murdered in a year span. I'm from a place where the murder rate is 300 plus every single year. You know what I mean? I feel like those type of environments is what I represent. Those type of environments is who I try to speak for. And I know that it's really, really a mind thing, man, where I know guys that don't have Facebook, that don't have social media, that never left the 8 blocks radius that they live in. So it's like, to see me doing shit, and I might be in butt fuck Minnesota, some motherfucking where with 12 people in the crowd. But when I took the picture, all those 12 people were right
close,
here.
right?
Yeah.
And
so
the fact that you out there,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah.
This is it. So it makes it, which makes me feel successful, of course, yeah. But I wanted to be an inspiration to them. Like, yo, you could do it, bro. Like, no matter what. It's so much talent in the ghetto. It is so much talent. I think everything that Hollywood does has to get confirmed through the ghetto first. If they ain't doing it in the street, they don't want to see it on TV. You know what I mean? But I just think that whatever your dream is, whatever that thought you have at night when nobody's listening or wherever you may be, you might be locked up right now thinking, man, I want to make socks when I get out, man. I don't know, man, what it is. I just got this thing for socks, bro. I'm going to make socks.
Little toe socks.
With the bally on the back of it. Fuck it, do it.
I got everything from knee highs to anklets.
I feel like nothing coming from where I come from that gives me the confidence to go anywhere. Experiencing what I've experienced, it gives me the confidence to go anywhere. When I first left Philadelphia, though, I didn't come to Texas. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, dig this. I went out there, man, and I had no broadcasting education, none of that. I worked on a radio station for the whole 2 years I was there. WGIV 103.3, a syndicate, a regular FM radio station. Mm-hmm. But I never went to school for that. Mm-hmm. It's just that thing. Perform in front of people you don't know.
Yeah.
I copped that gig at Church's Chicken, acting a fool with some dude, didn't know he was a program director. You know what I mean? Long story short, ended up on the radio for 2 years, which was, I think coming from Philly, man, it gives us a no fear thing. You know, like East Coast people, we have this extra toughness that we think, you know, it's just in us. We just think we the toughest people in the world, man.
Yeah.
I think it comes from us living so close together and fighting for every position that you ever had. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, y'all got space out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't grow up to 6 families directly next door to each other. But it's a dark place. But it's also, you know, I can't act like the ghetto was just so bad to me. Because I didn't know I was fucked up and all of that until I saw differently. You know what I mean? When I first went to a group home and I saw how Bucks County was, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Because that shit never made sense to me. If I'm poor, you poor. Your mom on crack, but my mom drink, they still hang together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We good. Over here, we regular motherfucking kids. We get up, we go outside, we play. We go to school, we do what everybody's supposed to do. Yeah. In our mind. I don't know this big ass TV ain't supposed to turn with the wrench like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that
What
shit.
the fuck is a remote,
Right.
nigga?
Oh shit.
This is up-class shit.
Oh, you mean you ain't gotta slap it on the side? I slapped my TV at home so much I would really slap everybody's TV every time I went to their house. Bah! What the fuck you doing? Don't touch that TV. It's good, but you don't know, man. You don't know you poor until you see somebody rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, again though, man, I'm a strong believer in don't, you know, just hope and faith, man. Hold on to that shit. You can do it.
Yeah.
No matter what, you can do it.
I definitely was aware when I was poor, but that's because it was still like I didn't come from like in Alabama. It wasn't a rich area at all. It was definitely lower class. Right. But I was like extra lower class.
Hey, you know what?
Go home, holes in the wall, big ass, because we lived out in the woods on a red clay road. We had rats like this fucking big running across the house.
Broke white people live in way worse conditions than broke black people. Let's get the record fucking straight. Have you ever, bro?
Oh
broke
my God.
white, like I'm not talking about like.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
yeah.
The ones that look like they always got that little dusty dirt ring.
Yeah, and it never quite washes out. It never quite washes out. It's kind of there.
Dirt ring.
Dude, I remember going to school, walking in the hallway with my shoes talking because the sole's coming off, doing this number. I had to try to put some epoxy or something on there to try to keep it in place.
No, real, bro.
Yeah, I remember those times, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, the reason I asked both of you about, kind of how you grew up in your situation was so I could, of course, share mine as well. Is because I want people that are listening or watching, whatever, to understand that anything is absolutely possible. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. Because we grew up, we all grew up in different levels of poverty or different levels of, social issues or whatever else was going on.
Right.
And we are all out here and we're grinding. We're grinding and we're building things and we're making things and we're creating. And like I said, I came from places. I remember not having any heat during the winter, stuff like that. Burning like old clothes that didn't fit, like in the fireplace to try to stay warm. I remember all that stuff.
Way worse than us.
I had, hear me out. So I go from that to, I talked to you guys about like I'm buying the house now. So like I walked in the house. I was honest with the agent. I was like, bro, this shit is baller as fuck. Like, I didn't like censor myself at all. Like, coming from where I come from, like, bro, what?
The agent didn't give a shit.
Got him.
He's hooked. Right. But no, like, it's all about, whatever cards you get dealt or how bad the situation seems. As long as you're finding some amount of progress, find something you can do.
Right.
If the job feels dead end, then start making an exit strategy for something that's better. Right. If you feel like, you're either going to be, dead or in jail, maybe sign up for the military. Do 4 years, get your benefits and bounce.
That's what I did. Well, I did 7, but that was my thing. It was like
I did around 8.
I didn't want to go back home for those reasons, so I was like, yeah, I'll do this shit.
That's what me and you have in common because that was like my fucking Hail Mary. Go-to. This is what I can try, and it worked.
Bro, the funny thing was when the recruiters would come to our high school, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you want to sign up for those?" I was like, "Fuck no, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm going to college, nigga. Fuck out my face." Yeah. I went to college like, "Hey man, can I get that army thing you try?"
Yeah.
I came back humble as a motherfucker.
I got out of jail. I did. I got out of jail at 18. I had a son. And this recruiter liked it, my mama.
She got you that bonus, huh? Remember that scene from Forrest Gump?
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
Hey, no disrespect.
But that's my motherfucking mama. I could hit your ass with this thick of this microphone. But I knew you was going, and I love you.
Love you too, bud.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. But, shit.
No, that's dope, though. It really
I got
is.
into the military, man. I had no idea I would get into the military at all. That was a fucking experience. Yeah. But it's true, man.
Yeah.
Fellas out there, if you're about 16, 17, you feel like you're going nowhere, you feel like you're going to end up in jail, dead, or just fucked off, go down to the military, man. They will pay you, especially the branch.
And you don't have to stay there.
Yeah.
It's if you stay there too long, it becomes a miserable place. Just get your benefits.
That's it.
Boom.
And then move on. It's like a stepping stone.
And that's what you talked about earlier about.
And
like
everybody will look at you like a hero, even if you're a piece of shit.
No, that's true. That's true as fuck. I know a lot of piece of shit ass motherfuckers out here getting thank you for serving.
For real, bro.
But that was the thing too about you said way earlier about like doing what makes you happy. Like for me, the military was a stepping stone because like. At 18, I needed that.
Right.
I needed that. Yeah. I needed that discipline because I
same.
Just figuring it out, man. That was something I needed. Mm-hmm. So it put me in a better place mentally. Financially, obviously, it got me, using my benefits and all that shit. But I knew from jump, this ain't some shit motherfuckers in there for 20 years, like, bro, you
won't be doing this.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you do 20 years like me. Nah, bro. I lose my fucking mind.
They almost
bro.
They almost get you, man, because they get you to drink the Kool-Aid at some point. You're like, you know what? I'm serious about this and professional about it. But then, like, after a while, you start looking around like, wait, like, you start feeling like the last guy at the party. Like, why the fuck am I here? And then it's like I got kids at home. Like, I don't want to be leaving for rotations at years at a time when these kids are home because it's going to fuck them up. Mm-hmm. So let me just go ahead and gracefully leave,
Man, shit, I left.
Yeah.
I fuck them, I left.
Yeah.
I did. I couldn't take that shit no more. Came back from Kosovo. This old army shit.
I was about to say, damn, you said Kosovo.
Yeah, the BDUs.
Yeah, it was like 90s era shit.
He was still polishing boots.
Yeah, pressing them green shits.
Polishing the shit out there.
Yeah.
For real, bro. BDUs. That was old Army. You still get punched in the face back then.
Oh yeah.
Drill sergeant socked the shit out of you back then.
That's it's pussy.
I adapted to it real quick. It was pretty. It was an old white dude, man. This motherfucker had to be about 90,000 years old, bro. Smoked 2 packs a day and can outrun any motherfucker on 2.
We were talking about that earlier too.
I just said that shit just a while ago,
bro.
Yeah,
I hated him. I hated his fucking guts, bro.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker would talk with a cigarette in his mouth.
Damn, that made me wish we would have recorded when we was talking about that.
It's okay. Because basically we were talking about, just
the same thing.
When I was I ran like a 13-minute 2-mile in basic, and then I didn't run another one until I turned 30 in Korea. And the reason was because I'd get out there with those 18-year-olds and shit. I was like, fuck y'all little young ass. Like, I just start going hard, bro. Like, out there, I'd have like 60 pounds in my ruck, running sprints between stoplights and shit. Like,
I got something to prove, you little young mother.
Oh, I'd get all the way back. I'd just drop my bag, like, and they'd be like, "Wait, you really ran the whole thing?" Like, yeah, motherfucker. Yep. But and we were talking about this, like, what they didn't see though is before I got to work every day, I was popping muscle relaxers, dude. My back was already all fucked up, nerve damage and shit, muscle spasms. I'd be popping muscle relaxers, then go in there and just dog the shit out of these dudes, still dehydrated. Like, I get back, I'd have some Pedialyte in the little pouch on my bag, take it out.
That's how I am on the basketball court now, bro.
Bruh, nigga, I would say that hey man, these days like I'm sitting half court playing defense the whole time. My knees too bad for all that shit. I can't jump no more.
I fake it, man. I do. I just talk real loud in their ear, bro.
Just gotta get in their heads, you know.
For real. I'm telling you.
I can't get in your box, but I can get in your head real quick.
Man, I still got a mean spin to the left. I can still do that. And I still got a 14, 15-foot fadeaway. I still got that motherfucker. That ain't going nowhere.
I actually lost entirely my jumper after getting some shoulder injuries.
Oh, yeah,
I can't shoot a basketball anymore. I can still get out here. I can still lift weights and all that shit. But as far as like just the way I normally shoot a basketball, I can't do it.
Well, that's cool. I got a natural slouch now. It's getting shot the fuck up. I said I gotta sit like this.
I was telling Terry, like, after it was like after I did that last video I did with Connor where we were running around shit at the coffee shop, I realized that day it's time to start working out again because I was dying. I was like fucking laying on that hot ass concrete, 100-degree weather. I was like, bro, I'm about to have a heat stroke out here. Let me go outside for a minute. But no, like I got like my weighted vest to run with. I got to wear cleats out here because there's a walnut tree in the backyard. So I don't roll an ankle. I wear cleats. And fucking, I get the weighted vest and I strap on a fucking strap on. So I take a duffel bag, like one of those old heavy army duffel bags. I fill it with concrete and I strap that to the vest and I run with that shit.
It's a goddamn jail workout.
Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. I have some free weights. I have that.
It is
a lot of calisthenics. Like,
well, see, we used to just use water. Everything was
water weight. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Fill 2 trash bags up with water.
Put them in the pillowcases and shit.
But yeah, I'm definitely. I've lost a ton of weight, and
I see you.
I've been getting back on the back too, doing kickboxing and shit. So I'm about to.
I want to learn how to do that. Like I could just ghetto fight, you know?
like the lizard punch, like the lizard punch.
Yeah, I
lizard punch.
Lizard punch. I'm gonna talk it, and I got a nice little one.
Yeah.
Throw them bitches.
That, you know.
I gotta learn how to use the feet though.
I
want to kick the shit
Golden Glove slap boxer. Yeah. You got that one. You got that one mollywop from the hip.
I just want to fucking learn. I want to learn how to kick the shit out of somebody. Right.
That's why I said learn how to use the feet right. Like I want to kick the shit out of.
Well, the main thing is you don't want to connect with your actual foot. The space between your shin and your ankle is where you want to connect. Yep.
This here?
Yep. That's the part you want to connect on.
You see, man, should you imagine how much my rep would go up? Did you see how I made that? Yeah,
he kicked his ass. He kicked the shit out of this nigga.
After I got out of the army, like we were talking about that thing too earlier, like when you hit that, when you first get out, you're working out like 6 days a week, you're getting it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I hit that year apex when I was going through my divorce, and I went just downhill. Just started sitting on the couch with the kids all day. So like I said, rebuilding, right? But like when I first got out, I had done a little bit of kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, and all that, plus the army and combative stuff. I taught myself how to do a spinning roundhouse and shit in my garage, because I started watching people's footwork and I figured it out. And I was like, "Oh, that's how you do that."
I was just laughing.
So like I could actually kick the shit out of somebody.
I was just picturing how many times you fell and fucked yourself up.
Dude, you know how many times you pivot on the ball of that foot and you fall. But then once you get it, every once in a while you still fall again. But hey, you get it. You get it though.
In my head.
Yep. It was definitely interesting to pick that up.
Yeah, shit. I want to do that. That's something I want to do.
It's good stuff.
Kicking shit.
Absolutely.
What's up with the ladies?
The ladies? I tell you what, I got divorced last August.
Yeah.
I have not gotten laid since because I pretty much have just been here with the kids 24/7.
Wait, you serious?
Yeah, I've been with my kids 24/7.
Damn, man, that's right.
Like their mom wouldn't take them half the time and stuff. She just started taking them again.
I get it.
So yeah, but check this out though. When I'm not with the kids, what am I doing? I'm fucking working. I'm working.
I was just about to say
non-stop. So the way I look at it, dude, like I like it took me like every once in a while. As soon as I start to even get lonely, it'll be like 2 a.m. One of my kids will knock my door down, and I'll be like, "Hey, you're okay? All right, cool." Like it makes me to relax.
Bro.
But what I'm saying is like, with everything that I'm doing, it's actually in a good way has made me like less distracted because I'm not pouring that time into somebody. Instead, I'm giving it all back to myself because I gave all of my time to somebody for about 10 years.
Yeah,
so,
man. Well, I know.
I was gonna mention that too. Like, hey, that was the other thing I was gonna mention. Single dad squad in the house. We deep in this bitch today. Single dad squad.
It's like I it's funny though. It's funny as fuck for me because around the time where everybody like I was this big whore. Philly's a hoe.
He is kind of a slut.
Philly's a whore. Bro, I'm telling you, for that time I went 11 months without any the facade of it all was out there like but nothing was happening. Nothing really.
Yeah, that's a weird
He never
shit,
had
like,
that stank on him, so I can say that much. He never had that smell.
If I got so many hoes, can somebody please point them out? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was like.
Tell me what pussy I done got.
But the thing about that is, though, really, honestly, I was the hottest that I've been in my career on stage at that time.
Mm-hmm.
When I wasn't. Because before that, I just really, damn, you're giving yourself, you're giving a lot of energy into everything else. When I took sex out of my life for that year, bro, it was just that whole entire year was just.
And to speak on that as well, I think that when I finally do feel comfortable enough to get in a situation like that with somebody, because I'm more of a relationship person. I've had my one night stands and did the whole. I've ran that gauntlet. Right. I've done it. I would rather have something stable. Yeah. That's just who I am as a person, especially having kids.
That's respectful.
So. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down some ass if it comes up, but
I was about
long
to say,
term,
I'm not gonna. A single mother from Seattle.
I'm not gonna be like.
So yeah, I'm saving myself. I have the only one I need in my life right now is the Lord. It's Jesus Christ, and He shed His blood for me of the Lamb.
About to say, wait a minute.
No,
and as I come up to the pulpit and I take this knee, I want you to know, it's gonna take a real woman to get these goodies.
Now I'm not that far, but what I'm saying is, long term speaking,
right.
I hopefully will meet somebody that has like the same kind of energy I have, that just wants to progress, So as long as I dig in and just do what I'm doing.
That's the key.
Yeah.
I get myself back in the shape I'm supposed to be in. Because that's part of it too, I'm sure. Because I was lugging around a 10-month baby boy. 10 months. He ain't come out yet. He in there though. He made out of red meat and taco meat. I don't know. There's some tortillas in there and shit. Some cheese. But working it out.
Listen, man.
Working it out.
The right one don't care, bro. All that shit goes in. And you only meet the right one when you right.
Basically, yeah. And that's where I'm getting. That's where I'm going.
That shit don't.
Man, I don't think they heard that shit was a bar, son.
I think that for real.
That shit was a bar. Like, you don't meet the right one until you right. Yo, that's yo.
For real. You don't.
No, that's real shit, man. I don't think people really I really hope they understand what you said, like what that means. Like, yo, you really got it. Like, I don't give a fuck what you doing, what you in your life. If you're not right, that person, even if they are your supposed soulmate, you're not in the space to even accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was deep.
That's a lot of wasted time and energy. A lot.
Yeah.
But everything's needed. It's all necessary. And I talk like this now because I'm 42. Yeah. I'll be 43 this year. You know what I mean? So it's like, ain't no way I would have answered this shit the same way at 23.
Yeah.
At 23?
Yeah.
What?
Agreed.
Fuck them hoes, nigga.
Yo,
You
it's
done
about,
had them
it's,
hoes,
hey,
my nigga, I
man.
got about 19 bitches. One of them beeping me right now, nigga. Hey, hold this pistol.
Fuck
man.
bitches, get money.
know what
Fuck
I'm saying?
bitches, get money.
Shit,
No.
For real, what y'all doing out here? AJ got 3 bags of dope in the back. We about to sell that, but we acting like we doing a music show because my cousin rap.
It's a tax write-off, tax write-off.
But now that's just like, growing pains, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't know shit till you go through shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, you don't know a fucking thing. You think
100%.
labels and titles and shit that we give ourselves and put on ourselves, you take that shit over. That was the hard part for me, the hardest part for this whole pandemic. Because, like I said, man, I quit my job. I quit my family. I quit every motherfucking body. I'm going to do comedy. Getting recognized in that manner and someone saying, hey, I want you to host my club. This is a business venture. We're going to put this in your hands. We're going to, and then COVID hits. Yep. And it's like, I was already to that point where it was like, I'm sick of, I was beating myself up a lot because a lot of my comedy peers and people that I know personally where they are, it's like, I should have never took that 4-year break. You know what I mean? But, that shit hurt, man. That shit hurts, bro. Like when you strip away what you consider yourself being. Like if you take away basketball from a basketball player, if you take away weather reporting from a reporter. I ain't shit, I can't tell him it's raining tomorrow. I fucking hate myself. Oh my God. And like that with you trying to find it, bro, I would say every single thing that you going through, every dark secret you have, all of that shit, jump on stage and talk about it. Don't try to formulate it into a joke. Don't try to get your premise punchline. Don't try to do that shit. Just get up there and talk about it. That's what fucking works for me. It's always funny, or it's always, in hindsight, it's 2020.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, but when you going through it, it's like, fuck that, ain't shit funny in my life.
Yep.
The fuck do I got to talk about that's funny because it's eating me up inside? The shit that's us growing, my nigga. Like, that's, you gotta have that shit. And you can find any platform to get that shit off. Just, I don't know, that's what helped me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a matter of
bro,
getting that platform to get it off. Really now. at this
Shit,
point,
I thought about that too. The platform. Shit, I didn't have one. I made one. I used to stand on the fucking corner of my mama joint and just do the bullhorn shit. Hey y'all, what's up? What y'all doing? Da, 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 da. It only been 7 motherfuckers tops out there at one time, but I still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like people think I was joking when I said I did a comedy show on the back of a fucking pickup truck on a Greyhound bus one time in I think I was in Nebraska some fucking where. But the Greyhound broke down. The dude on the truck backed up. We all outside, motherfuckers smoking cigarettes. I just jumped on the back of the truck. Hey, can I talk to y'all right quick? Let me get everybody's attention. I did my first real comedy show in prison. In jail, I did my first comedy show. I just realized that the other day. I was talking to one of my homies. And he's like, man, you remember that time they let you get up on the stage and shit? And I was like, oh, yeah. Just, all I did was emulate all the guards that we saw on a regular basis. It's like, damn. So this shit has always been therapy for me. Fuck. Do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
Do that shit, bro.
I remember being a kid and doing stuff like that. We'd have somebody babysitting us, or maybe it was at school when like maybe they're handing out certificates. I would try to turn it into a show.
Right.
Like I would get there and start like acting something out, you know,
Produce shit
for no reason. And I was like, I don't know where it was coming from, just because I was so, passionate about the stuff. I would tell people like, I was in 5th grade, and we had this thing like, where are you going to be in 20 years type thing. And I remember I drew this like crudely drawn picture of Jim Carrey. I was like, I want to do acting and stand-up comedy.
Shit.
And somewhere between then and now, like I completely forgot that. Like I picked up rap and I started doing music, producing. I even did like full piano pieces. I don't know everything. Everything.
All of that shit was planted in you as a kid.
Right. So then, on the other side of that, when I finally did stand up, it kind of hit me. Like, oh fuck, this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like it's all coming together. And I've told people I have no problem telling the story. Like, whenever I did that first open mic. and I was driving home. I bawled my eyes out because I was so happy. I felt like such a huge weight came off me. I was like by myself. I was like just.
I didn't cry the first night.
I'm not gonna lie. I was just so fucking happy. Dude, I was like, dude, I found my thing. Like,
I didn't cry
I
the
love
first
this.
night. My first time crying due to comedy was I got to perform at the Bojangles Theater in Charlotte with my very first time performing with Joe Torre and Ed Lover. I didn't even know Ed Lover did stand-up comedy at the point, but this is a dude that I used to watch. Like, I got suspended from school from doing the Ed Lover dance on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to get around him would be so cool, and I had a dope-ass show. It was just like everything clicked. And when the night was over, it was just like, man, I felt like the king of the world. I'm in the booked hotel room. You know what I'm saying? I just hung out with Ed Lover. I had a great show. Awesome. Like, the motherfucker liked me, too.
Yeah.
Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, I balled up like a rape victim and cried like a motherfucker. I did.
Yeah.
I said, ooh.
Yeah. That's funny.
But that's beautiful though, man. Yeah. You find your passion or your purpose in life is a fucking great thing, man. Like a person who doesn't know what their purpose is, they will never find their passion, bro. Because you just won't.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just the way it works. If you're searching for it, you'll find it. If you ask what it is, you'll find it. And if it's truly what it is, you'll have the passion to do it. You just don't feel like it's like nothing can happen in my life that'll make me not perform.
And it took me going to a dark place too. Like I said, I was going through the initial parts of my divorce and stuff at the time. I knew I was about to be a single parent, and I was trying to make sure I got my kids, which I did. I get them during the week. She gets them on the weekends. All that worked out. But at the time, I was just like, I was so stressed out. And like I remember I talked about it, and Tyler Craig, rest in peace. He was at the first mic I did,
there.
And he gave me direct feedback, like, "Hey, you're actually funny. Like, like you talking about, you going through it? You going through it? Like, yeah, I'm going through it. It's like, yeah, that's good, man. Keep doing that. Like, get it out, you know." And like I said, like when he passed, I made sure I put a little thing up, like, "Hey, we weren't best buddies, but he had a sincerely strong impact on me as a performer."
It's true.
That was that night I took that car ride home, and I was like, "This is so much fun. I'm so happy." Like, it was that moment.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Yeah,
that's
a special
crazy
thing. Did you ever have any like
I don't
moment like that?
I don't think I've ever shed tears after a show. I will say this though, not the first time I got on stage, but the first time I got paid for a show. Yo, that shit was really when I was like, nigga, what? It was $25.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Day Peace out in Iowa.
Yeah.
He was the first dude to ever pay me for a show because my little white buddy Aiden, when I was doing comedy in Minnesota, he was like, "Oh, this is stand-up competition out there. Let's go out there." I was like, "All right, bet." And by this time, it was like about 6 months in.
Right.
So I went out there, and I think I got like third place, so I won like $10. Which in the contest, I was like, "Oh shit, cool." It was like, you got a pack of cigarettes and a burger for that night, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a win.
And then, but he hit me. He was like, "Yo, I got this other show. Want you to come down. I got some money for you." Nigga, what? Wait a second, you gonna pay me to do this?
Right.
Yo, that $25. I didn't spend that $25 for like a year.
Well,
I kept that shit in the envelope,
That
son.
was your tear moment, right?
I was like, bro, like, cause
Emotional
I had been
attachment.
rapping for a minute, and like I've done rap shows and never gotten paid for them shits.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo,
Comedy, you gonna pay me?
they gonna pay me to do this shit. And I was like, oh, okay, bet. This how it work? Just run the open mics, people see you, paid show, boom. And it started working like that. I was like, oh, I'm running with this shit. Because this was like, in comedy was the first, like, everything else is back end. This was the first. There you go. Go do your thing.
Right.
I was like, fuck.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I definitely within the first few months of doing comedy, I managed to get a couple solid openers, like the Bro Man and stuff like that. Yeah, you were around. Oh, you had something to do with that? I wouldn't doubt it. I know Dana was really going back for me a lot too. Oh, okay. Anyway, that makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah, man. I gotta stop that, man.
Hey. Anyway, No, I remember I got those, but like I didn't really get paid until like we started going out at night. Like I said, I was working with Diesel a lot of the time, and Connor and Aaron and all these guys. He started getting us some bookings, different venues. We started getting paid, but whenever we initially got paid, when everybody was first starting out, I always put my money back into the pot. I said, I don't want it. You guys split it. I didn't start taking money until like it was at some point I actually needed gas money. Right, so like somebody gave me, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold on to this. And it's gonna be in the tank. And Smokey too. I always give Smokey a huge shout out because
that's my man.
Outside doing like Cap City or whatever, and the other ones we did, he got me booked over there at Hyenas for the first time, and it was fucking packed. It was for a breast cancer show, and I went up there, and when I came off, the veteran comedian was like, dude, you used every bit of that 5 minutes. Like you actually like you did that.
You got you, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck, and I made like $60 that night, you know, because they paid me for gas, and then Smokey also kicked me like, you know. And
shout out to my home girl Coco Fresh for being the first person to give me $50 to do comedy. That was dope.
Yeah, but also, yeah, this is my first time talking directly with a celebrity as well.
Yeah,
he showed me a lot of that night. I'm a big fan of Celebrity. I think he's really funny.
Dope. Celebrity's super dope.
He's hilarious.
Man, I see him moving. Yeah, Celebrity and
I've been trying to get
Ron and all those guys.
I've been trying to get him down here to do one of the shows. I would love to have him on the show at some point. Definitely got to get that hooked up somehow.
It was just over twice over the weekend, man. I just saw him Friday night. Him and Lil Daryl.
I'm gonna have to at least pony up gas because Dallas is a long drive. So I'll be like, hey man, I got gas money. What if you come down, bro? Come on.
I'll see, man. I'll see what I can do, man.
Hey, yeah, reach out for me. Let me know. Definitely. But yeah, like I've been very fortunate to, you know, like I said, I've definitely changed some of my styles. I've got more relaxed, but at the same time, I'm very fortunate to have had that certain style was on. I was hitting, but I was very fortunate to have the people around me. I had Sharif because Sharif met me like, in the beginning. The minute I had the crowd eating out of my hands, I immediately got cocky. I was like, I got this now. Like, because Junebug brought it up when we talked last time. He's like, you used to sometimes you would say a joke and you would just drop the mic to your side, you'd be like, I'm the worst, and people would actually react to it. They would eat it up, but every once in a while I will get tickled though still, and I'll like bring it at least to my side. I'll get tickled by something I say and get a laugh out of it. But yeah, like it was just growing pains,
That's it.
Growing pains and figuring out who you are and playing your position, all that. And you got to learn to, I tell people, is like politic, talk to who you can, get to know who you can, work with who you can, but you don't have to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
No. And that's the big pitfall I went through in the beginning.
No, I think you like when you like. You guys go up to the DFW areas or even to Austin, and it's very cliquish.
Extremely
it's very cliquish.
Extremely cliquish.
And for me, it's like I'm watching people perform, and I'm like, oh, I fucks with this guy. I think he's funny. And then afterwards, I'm like, I always picture like this, like, hey man, I'm from Waco. We host a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for people to bring down there.
Right.
So it's always like how you said politic and like,
yeah.
If I'm bringing people down there and they're like, oh, yeah, Waco's a nice spot to do comedy.
Right.
Fuck with Terry out there. Now my name's getting out there like that. And then it's like, oh, returning the favor type shit. So I've had a lot of good experiences like that. But it's, like you said, you're not for everybody friend. But you going to find those people like, oh, I fucks with this guy type of shit.
What I say is that's when you start to, like I don't have a lot of friends in comedy. I don't have a lot of friends in comedy at all. Know everybody. I know a lot of people. But I try to build a rapport with each and every individual that I come across. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the business of selling myself. You know what I mean? Like I need the bread now. Now I'm to the point where I gotta rely on.
But it's those three qualities you look for. Like, first of all, is he funny?
Right.
Like, oh man, I fucks with this guy. He's funny.
Right.
If I talk to you and I can fuck with you. Like, oh, he cool dude.
Regular conversation.
Yeah, and you're dependable.
Right.
Like if I call you and you come, all right, then like I'm gonna fuck with you. and like you said, it may not be like, oh, that's my homeboy, but I fuck with this guy.
I got somebody reliable
You know
for
what
you.
I'm saying?
Get this guy a call.
And I'm gonna pitch you like.
And
if I see you working, I'm always be like, yo, I fucks with that guy. Like all that shit he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and that's why it's. Hold on.
But these guys, man, like a lot of guys, sometimes, man, they get caught up with the whole friendship shit and all of that, and you gotta separate it somewhat, man, because you're not on comedy with your group. Like I'm in a comedy group, but we feed off of each other. We help each other grow, and you know we're friends outside of the comedy group because we all understand that when I'm on stage, I'm on stage. You not on stage. He's not on stage. I'm on stage. So it's you by yourself, bro. And if anybody had the shot, nobody's going to turn it down. If Eddie Murphy was in the fucking room and says, hey, I like Patno, but I like South Philly Riff too. I'm going to go with Patno. I'm going to take him with me.
Bye, guys.
Patno's not going to, I'm going
to big you up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, bye, guys.
Yeah. South Philly Riff is not going to say, nah.
But
fuck
see,
that's
that
my homie.
Here's the thing. That
Take
people
him.
get it twisted. People get twisted. They think that you're supposed to break the door down with them. No, you break the door down yourself, and then you can make the phone calls.
You know what I mean?
That's how it works.
Just be prepared.
But, you know, and like I said, everybody, you don't have to fuck with everybody on no deeper level. Friendship level, you can just work.
I like
and that's what I'm saying. Like that's the point of the show. I understand you guys fucking hate me. You hate my guts. You want me to die in a car fire, in a ditch somewhere.
Fuck you, Eric.
I get it. I'm not a real I have a punchable face. My voice changes sometimes when I do comedy and music and stuff. I just seem like a fucking just terrible person that would never loan money to anybody or give anybody a ride. Nothing. I'm just a fucking piece of shit all the way through, which I understand. I've got about 10% of that in me. But anyway, no. That's what it comes down to, man. Like, you don't have to marry anybody or make a clique or be a team with anybody or just be stuck that way. You, at the end of the day, as a performer, whether you're doing music or comedy or whatever. You are the product, so it is up to you to present yourself at all times at your best. And if you feel like you have room to get more honest and be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Fragile, maybe. Yeah. Or something open.
Vulnerable?
Vulnerable. That's a beautiful word. And the right word I was looking for. Yeah.
He went to college, nigga.
No, we went over this. I wasn't just poor. I was poor white, so I'm extra uneducated. That goes with it. So anyway, if you can be vulnerable and all that, do that. But if you got to just keep it at the surface level, do that. But that's, the show, the way that I'm doing it and formatting it is like so we can have these real conversations. So if you are comfortable enough, then we'll hit those conversations. We'll talk about, home, the military, mom, whatever. We'll talk about this stuff, and I will share the same information because that's what this entire thing is.
That's the bitch from the news.
So yeah, again, thank you both for sharing that background information.
Yeah, for sure, man.
For sure.
I'm an open book, bro. I don't really care. I talk about it.
I actually talk about stuff in public that upsets people close to me because I was like, why would you say that? I'm like,
I just don't. I'm not one of them people that'll talk to anybody who'll listen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm comfortable with like questions and shit, but I don't know. I just don't like the people that walk up to you. Man, the bitch just left, right?
Bruh, that used to bug the shit out of me. And that, like, when I was like and I would just be sitting at the smoke pit, minding my business. Motherfucker, man,
brother, let me tell you, man.
Nigga, I'm not here for this. What the fuck do I look like? Your psychiatrist, motherfucker?
Not the bartender, brother. Please go talk to the bartender.
Fuck out of my face.
Tip the bartender $20 and listen to that shit all day.
But now I find it more I like to talk in forums where like the conversation is not necessarily moderated, but like I don't like small talk.
Right.
Yeah. If we just sitting here bullshitting, yeah, man, it's hot out today. Yeah. Nah, but I want to talk about like
issues,
in-depth shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I like conversations like this. Yeah. I like that shit.
I do as well.
I don't give a shit. I just like to talk. Whatever.
He does.
Whatever. I don't care. What do you
He's
want
a
to talk
talker.
about?
All right, we got
Exactly.
to
We've
wrap it
also
up soon. I got to get my son back. This nigga's getting anxious, too.
I got you. But we got a good. Let me see the clock. That's why I was up a minute ago. I was checking the clock because for some reason my cell phone that I usually do the video, like I haven't got the 2 cameras yet. I'm getting the other camera. Anyway, yeah, this one like stopped recording like twice, so like threw my time off because you watch the time right here.
Oh shit.
So I had to check, but no, we're good.
Oh, okay.
The audio's all the way through.
Mm-mm.
Cool.
Shout out to technical difficulties. Anyway, we've got about 45 minutes left to fill. Is that okay? Are we good? 45? Good 45? So we end up starting a little late because what Sharif got here.
Sorry.
I might got another 25.
We can do that. That's
All
fine.
right, all right.
We can make it a slight. I'm thinking I'm going to put out this episode and the one with June and Connor this weekend anyway. So got a lot of editing to do. So it'll just save me about 30 minutes. So.
Hint.
Hint.
I'm sorry.
But.
My bad, though. My bad.
No bad. No bad at all. No bad at all. So, Terry, outside of the EP that just dropped recently.
Oh,
wait. I'm not doing shit. Was that it?
Just doing shit.
Just doing shit. Outside, pretty good. I listened to some of his stuff from like 2013 too. It was actually really good. It was actually better than what I'd heard previously on one of the ones that I heard. I was like, wow, this is actually really good. They're like, no offense.
Yeah.
I was like, no, like we could do a track.
Yeah.
I need to send you some stuff so you can hear where I'm at. But Reeves, you've heard. Pull up in the Focus, bumping it. You've heard it. You know what's up. That white boy be getting down sometimes.
He do.
Anyway.
He do.
So, do you have any other projects that you're working on that you would like to plug?
Like right now, well, I think this drops afterwards. But the EP, just doing shit. First of all, like that whole thing was just like me wanting to combine all those things that I talked about before, as far as like the music and filmmaking and comedy, but also trying to create a space with the absence of like live performing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like doing that, putting out the videos to it, but all on a comedic format. Like I used to take it serious. Mm-hmm. Like now I'm not trying to be no rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more along the lines of like I described it as like a Lil Dicky meets BFB Pac-Man type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming with some jokes and shit and just trying to make
foolery of it all.
Yeah, like and to make the videos as funny as possible.
I was telling Hudek a while ago that I was planning on doing a comedy EP myself prior to this one dropping. I was gonna do just different, like, cause I produce. I was gonna do different styles, make a little like fucking electronic type shit and like some rap shit or whatever, and do like some like the old Adam Sandler shit. Like
Yeah.
I really want to get into that. I just have to get people that want to come in and record something like that. I'll have scripted, you know.
Oh yeah. I'll come in and do a verse.
That'd be fun.
But
What's that?
Oh, I think it's my son. Hey, chill out, son.
He's good. It's all good.
But that and then obviously we got the podcast. Shout out to my homie Ontario
Shout out
Liveville.
to Ontario.
The Bluezville Podcast. If you go out there and download that, it's on Spotify, iTunes, all that. The YouTube, Bluezville.com. Get all your merch.
Right. Of course, I'll do the show when you have time. Of course, I'll definitely return the favor and make the drive at some point. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to Bluezville as well.
All right, there we go. And we're gonna bring out. Y'all been at it because
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't hear nothing now.
We have.
okay.
You and Diesel.
I can hear you. It's
You
okay.
can hear me. Okay, cool. We still. You and Diesel and them came down there for that one.
Yeah.
So Bluezville out, and now I'm just trying to like, you know. We still. Like you've been down to the Classy Glass when we were doing the open mics. We sort of turned that into a virtual sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which we've been doing like a hosting. We got the Waco's Got Talent on Mondays. We come back with the season 2 soon. Oh shit. We do got some live comedy coming up because I just talked to Katie and Jacob.
Great
They were saying the
people. I love
Hippodrome's
those
trying to
guys.
open back up. Chingo Bling was in Waco not too long ago. So
Supposedly-
we got some comedy opening back up there. But we got a new fucking comedy pedal bike tour. So me and Ontario host a pedal bike tour where we tell jokes, we cruise you through the city. Yeah, that whole pedal. Yeah. We got the pedal bike tours coming.
That's funny.
So we got that going. And right now, man, I think I'm trying to build up my YouTube, and we're working on writing some skits, and I've been doing like the storytelling piece. So I'm trying to just keep the momentum going, man. That's all really.
So where can the good folks find you at that are listening?
Bluezville.com. Make sure you guys go to bluezville.com. Get all your merch. Follow me on Instagram, Terry Bluez 254. I would say, go ahead and go like my Facebook page, Terry Bluez. I don't know much longer I'm gonna be on that motherfucker. I've been on Facebook parole since that whole OnlyFans incident. So I don't know how long that shit gonna last. I'm on Twitter as the other black guy, so you can follow me on all those things. Shout out to my cohorts at Keep Waco Loud, Rogue Media, all them joints.
Great people. Love them all. All right. So, Sharif.
Yes.
Do you have any projects that you're working on that you would like to talk about?
I do. I'm actually working on my first audio book.
That's dope.
Really, really interesting. From the streets to the stage, the book. That is dope. You know me, man. It's moving around. I take mostly all the gigs that come my way, whatever I got going on. September 25th, we do have a live comedy show coming up at the Harker Heights Event Center. Myself and a few other great comedians. Got some out-of-town gigs, man. But the book is priority. The book is what's everything is. Most of my focus is on right now is the book.
Okay.
I didn't know. It's actually therapy for me, too, as well. Get some shit out, facing the inner child that lives within us all.
Hey, that's a good thing. So if folks are looking for you online, how would they find you?
Don't find me. Do not look for me. My credit is bad. I still owe people money. Please don't look. I don't need nobody. I can't have no more.
Mugshots.com.
I can't
Sharif
have
Bishop.
no more. No, man. You can find me on Facebook, of course. Facebook at Sharif Bishop, or just Instagram at South Philly Riff. And you can look at our Facebook page and EOA.com, EOA Entertainment, Energy Overall. That is the name of my comedy crew.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know why this circle microphone just make me talk like this.
That's okay. Smooth jazz.
Really?
Morning with Sharif.
And it turned into muddy waters on this motherfucker in a minute.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of other sharecroppers down there, Mississippi, and satisfy you.
Yeah, and also I'm working on a comedy competition deal with Junebug. I've been
Got
plugged
that
in with
down
him.
too. Yeah, September 2nd, right? September 2nd.
I'm hearing
September
the 9th.
Okay.
The first day is the 2nd.
Yeah, the first one is the 2nd.
I believe that I and some cohorts of myself will be there on the 9th.
That should be fun.
And I believe that Sharif and his cohorts will also be there on the 9th.
Yeah, that should be fun.
So stay tuned for that. I was going to send Sharif the Jaws theme to his phone and just not say nothing. Because that boy ready.
Shit. You know me, man. I just, I stay.
Oh, it's going to be a fucking blast. I can't wait for everybody. A lot of great performers on both sides.
Yeah.
Just all around. It's going to be good. I'm also going to work on, I'll have my camera out there. I'll be shooting. Tone Alexander will be out there shooting.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff together, like a full-on production, so we can put that online and whatnot. So, yeah, long and the short, thank you for the drive from Waco, Terry.
Oh, no problem, man. I come
Thank
down here more often.
Thank you for the drive from Temple, Sharif.
Man, don't be telling people I'm mad.
And by the way, hey, spread the good word. Tell people to hit me up. Tell them to hit me up about doing the show.
Yes.
I would love to get a more of a network down here to work.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely that. Oh, yeah, stay tuned. Popcorn Trick Podcast. I'm shooting for it to be back in October. I'll have you for that as well. That'll be a good time. So, again, yeah, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Sharif. You guys have been amazing guests. I think we hit pretty much every subject we need to hit, so really I'm not even going to worry about the time thing.
Hey.
It's within the ballpark range. We're good. We're good. I did this last night, and I talked about, like Junebug was like, hey, y'all, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, bro, you have to be on your mic, so I got to deal with those levels.
Shout out to Junebug, my man Junebug. Shout out to Junebug. Shout out to all the comedians.
Yeah.
In Killeen, everybody, all the entertainers, everybody doing their thing. Keep investing in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. If you don't believe it, neither will they. So keep pushing, brothers. Keep pushing, sisters.
Absolutely.
Right on, motherfucker. Oh, I just wanted to cuss like a 70s dude.
Absolutely. So, yeah, hey, thank you guys, and thank you all for tuning in as always. This is Everybody Hates Eric.
I hate you.
I mean, they do.
Everybody hates Eric. Or should it be Patno?
That's okay. You know what? I'm going to cut. It's going to be at the beginning of the show. And they're going to hear me saying it's at the beginning of the show now. See you guys later.
Oh, shit, that was good.
Great job, guys.